Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I thought I would show you what's on my iPad 2025. I haven't done this in so long. So yeah, let's get started. So these are all my apps here. Just go through it in the app library here. So first I have Amazograph. I don't use that anymore. It's more like doing like designs and stuff. Then next I have App Store, which I go to get apps, duh. And then books. I do like reading books, so I have that there. Calculator, which I use often, but not as often. Next is the calendar where all my reminders and stuff are. Camera, this is easy. Camera, it's really basic. Next is the CBS app, which I use to watch shows on. I found this new show called The Happy Place. I don't know if you've heard of it. And ChatGPT, I just use it for school and stuff. This is what I currently have on it. It's for my project, so I need to worry about that. Then I have Chrome Clock, which basically you can have widgets with the clocks and stuff. Colors, I used to use this app a lot. I don't know, maybe I should use it again. It's like it generates like tons of colors for you. So if I wanted, I can just like, actually you have to click at the bottom. So you just generate, and then it'll generate all these colors for you. It's pretty easy and self-explanatory. You can use that, and then you can go here and you can export this palette to Procreate here. Then you can go and then let's just, for example, use it here. It'll be right here in the palettes. I think this is the new one. Is it? Maybe it is. Maybe to go all the way on top here. I think it's one of these. Maybe I have to do it again. Export palette. Okay, now it should be there. It's down here. I don't know what I like about these colors. Well, I'll see if I can create something. This is one of the apps I use, Procreate. It's pretty great for drawing and stuff, but it takes up a lot of storage. I don't know how or why, but Discover, I just check my credit card information and stuff like that. Docs, I use it for writings, for basically for school and stuff. Then I have FaceTime used to call people up. I use it a lot. Find My just finds the location of your phone. Freeform is basically like you can have a lot more paper and you probably can create journals and stuff, which is endless amount of creativity. Gmail, you use to check emails. Google Maps, sometimes I use it for if I'm traveling and if I want to go to a place, I have it there. Hoopla, I mainly use it to watch Hallmark Plus from there, to watch all the movies and stuff. Instagrams, I post on Instagram frequently at Since this is what it's like now. It's basically like all the stuff that I post on YouTube, I post on here sometimes. It just depends. Journal, I use it sometimes when I just want to write down what happened that day. You sometimes use it for journaling, but not as often as I like it to be, but it's a good app. Kindle, it's also a place where you can get books. You can actually buy them from Amazon and then you can use them as Kindle, which is just like Apple's books, but Libby, I use that to get sometimes free books from the library. It's a good app, but I don't use it. LinkedIn, just use it for job and stuff, but it's like a business app. I don't use it that much, but if you use it, then that's fine. Next is Mail. It's basically like Gmail, but except for Apple iCloud, it should be there. You probably can connect your mail to your Gmail. I never did that, but I probably might switch. I don't know. I like Gmail, it's solid. Then next is Measure, which uses it's sort of I think my iPad has LiDAR, which uses it to measure things. Apparently you can do that, but I don't use that. And then Messages, we have conversations with my family members, that's all. And then NBC, I use it to watch shows that come out every Monday and Thursday. So I watch that twice a week. I like to have it there. And then once the season's over, then I delete it. And then next time it's there. And it's sort of an easier way to. It's free too. And Notability I use to take notes for school. Sometimes I use it to journal, actually. I do have a few journal entries. I really like it better than the journal app. But I don't know. I'll see what happens. And Notes, I use it to sometimes I use it to draw, sometimes I use it to take notes. It just depends. And all my passwords and stuff are on there. And you can lock the notes, which I think is pretty helpful. And next app is Outlook, which I use for businessy stuff. So, and then I have Pages, which it's sort of like Docs, Google Docs, and all that, but Apple's Pages. It's pretty great. It has a lot of templates and stuff, but I sometimes use it to write and stuff. Passwords, where all my passwords are stored. Phone, where I use to call and stuff. But there's not much you can do on the iPad, but it's not very limited. Photos, where all my photos are. To Pinterest, you already know what it is. It's basically where you can pin stuff and do art, and also have my own right here. Everything that I draw on Instagram is here. So, Playground, I created these ones right here, this one. It creates AI generated images, which is pretty. PowerPoint, I use it for school. I created a PowerPoint for my self-driving cars, which is coming up. And previews basically like you can sort of I don't know what it's used for, but it's mostly used to write on documents and stuff, which I think it's on the Mac and now it's on the iPad, which I think it's pretty unnecessary app, but I still have it if I need it. And Prime Video, I just use it to sometimes watch Amazon shows, Amazon movies. Sometimes they have great stuff on there. Sometimes they don't. I wish they have more Christmas movies, but that's fine. So Procreate is just the app I use to draw. Basically, I'm actually starting this new illustration. I recently drew this bird. I'm so proud of it. But I want to see if I can turn it into an illustration. So you'll see, I'll give you updates on how I'm drawing this because I haven't drawn anything that's, real. I mostly draw stuff that are illustrations and designs and stuff, more abstract. And then you can go through all my drawings here that I've done. All my Indian patterns here. This is, I think this is actually new. I think Procreate recently added this. I didn't actually see that it actually could do this, but I think that's pretty cool. And I don't know what this is, but this is, I don't know. I'm not great at animations, but this is something I just drew. You'll see the reel on it soon. I think I did a pretty good job, and I actually recently discovered that Procreate has a sort of like, I don't know, like a pastel, like an oil pastel brushes that I recently discovered. This is probably one of my favorite drawings. I actually did a video about it, but and then you can just scroll past all the drawings you do, and then I actually think that I nailed this violin. I don't think I've noticed that Procreate had this. I mean, they did. They probably made it like much more. Yeah, that's basically all my drawings. And next we have reminders, where I put all my reminders there. Sketchbook, I used to use it, but now I don't. And Spotify I used to use. Sometimes I listen to Christmas music on there. I don't really use it that often. The weather channel I use probably that almost every day. And tips, just use it for, I'll show you. It shows you all the latest like iOS updates and stuff and what you can do. I wish they had more stuff you can do with the iPad, but it is pretty limited about what it can do, but it's good for if you just want to look at the features and stuff. And then translate, you can use this to translate between people. You can also do it with the camera. Oh, helps you translate text. Oh, using the camera. Tubi, I use it to watch movies sometimes. Voice memos, I use it to record stuff. Then the weather apps used to, check the weather. I use Widgetsmith a lot to create widgets and stuff. I like it. It's a pretty simple app. Then I have Word, which I use to type up stuff, documents and stuff. YouTube, I use it to watch videos. YouTube Studio, I use it for all the analytics and stuff for my channels. Is that it? Then I have the Zen Flip Clock app. I don't really use that, but it's good for, I think um it's great for like if you want to see the clock. It's you can make your iPad into sort of like a clock. I want to show you it. It's a good app. You can also use it for Pomodoro. You can click this. Here you can have all sorts of stuff here, but those are basically all pro. You have this, this, and this. And I don't know why this thing is. I wish I did have more games on it though. But I don't because I think it's unnecessary. Because I mainly use it to study and stuff. And to take notes and to draw. And I can pause it here. I think you can. I wish they had timers. And you can also make this. I used to use this sometimes, but now I don't really use it, but I think it'll be helpful for others. Okay, so it's 10:59. And you can like put it favorites like this. And I also forgot to give you a tour of my home screen. So these are my widgets here. And in here I have sort of all the stuff that I've combined. I don't know why it repeats. You can edit the stack by saying edit stack. I don't know why it only has two. But there's this and this widget here. Edit here. And then I have sometimes these ones here. And then I have this photo collection of all my pictures here. I should have added more fall pictures that I had. But that's fine. I like it just the way it is. It's simple and straightforward. And right here I have is my calendar widget. It tells me what day it is. I actually still like, I'll show you, edit widget. I still like using the calendar one. It tells you what exactly the day is. I love it, especially when customized. You can put it here in the widgets here. I usually add so I know what day it is whenever I wake up. Go to the calendar, go to this here, add it here, and it basically gives you the day. You can move it down here. You can also add the clock widget here, iPad's thing. You probably can add the weather here. You can add this. And then whenever you scroll down, and then you can hide all your notifications down here, which is an easy way to access. this. And then if you want to edit your widgets here, you just go here, go to photos, grab it. You can also change this, but I'm gonna cancel that because I like this way better. And here I have to be notability calendar. I'm actually take this away. I'm gonna remove it because I already have it down here, so I know what day it is. It's pretty easy and straightforward. I hope you guys enjoyed what's on my iPad and all the apps I use. It doesn't really change. Sometimes I do add new apps, sometimes I don't. And whenever that Infinity thing by Canva comes, I'll start reviewing that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe and like this video and comment an apple if you got this far. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.